Itong next phone na unbox natin is a very limited edition ng Poco F6. This one is released in India only and this is the Poco F6 Deadpool edition. Sobrang rare na itong phone na ito. This is just one of 3,000 units na nirelease worldwide. So samahan niyo ako para dito sa rare unboxing experience plus gaming experience after 4 months ng release ng Poco F6. Simulan natin. Now guys, itong Poco F6 na Deadpool edition na mabibili mo lang sa India sa Flipkart comes at a 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. Ang presyo niya is 34,000 Indian rupees. And pag directly mo kinonvert sa peso, nasa 23,000 pesos. Teka. Unless na pumunta ka sa India para bilhin tong phone na ito and i-hand carry mo pa uwi, 23,000 pesos lang talaga gagastusin mo. Pero pag dinaan mo pa sa FedEx at magbabayad ka pa ng customs tax, ang FedEx shipping umabot siya ng roughly 2,800 pesos and ang Philippine tax para dito sa phone nito is around mga 2,250 pesos. So all in all, ginastos ko dito 28,000 pesos. Just to set the record straight, baka sabihin nila smuggled to eh. Inggit? Pikit. By the way, manufactured to ng BYD India, so it's probably one of my first time to get a phone na made in India. Ito na ang phone. Ooh, Deadpool and Wolverine. Makita natin, this is a very epic design. Maganda nga niyang pagka-red dito, Deadpool na Deadpool, and medyo shiny siya, pero matte finish siya. Hindi siya makapit ng fingerprint, which is nice. Kita natin dito sa kanyang ring light, a Deadpool na logo, and nakaprint dito, Poco Special Limited Edition. On the sides, it's just a regular black na color, nothing really special. And by the way, this one is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, which currently has a 1.4 million points sa Antutu benchmark. So right now, papakita ko sa inyo ang aking gaming experience after 4 months na lumabas itong Poco F6. So after several updates, it has become more optimized and the performance is way better. So we did play 5 games dito para makapakita ko sa inyo ang kanyang gaming. So nilaro natin dito Honor of Kings, Genshin Impact, Firelight 84, Call of Duty Mobile, and Call of Duty Warzone. Na pagdating sa Honor of Kings, I would say smooth ang gaming experience ko dito. Sinet ko naman sa best na kaya naman nitong phone na ito and it was able to give me a good experience. Kasi 8S Gen 3 is just a little bit below the 8 Gen 2 and it can give you a good gaming experience dito. Magandang experience ko sa Honor of Kings. The graphics was great. The gameplay was smooth. Except that siguro on some rare occasion, makita mo bigla nagte-teleport ang kalaban out of nowhere. Parang biglang mo inuupakan, then a little bit later, parang teka, ba't biglang nag-teleport siya away from you? So, yun ang napansin ko lang dito sa Honor of Kings. Other than that, the gameplay was okay. The touch response was pretty good, though. And I would say na ang kanyang sounds is also not really that bad after all. And yung kanyang sound is not really that bad. And after 30 minutes of gameplay, uminit siya up to 39 degrees Celsius. Now, pagdating mo sa Genshin Impact, several bosses ang nilaban natin. And I was really enjoying myself with this game. Sinet natin sa highest graphical na kaya naman niya and it was giving me a good experience. Honestly, I could hardly tell the difference between gaming sa 8 Gen 2 and 8S Gen 3 sa Genshin Impact. The gameplay was really smooth. Kahit talagang magbakbakan ka on the battlefield, maraming kang kalaban on a certain point, halos very minimal feel mo frame drops dito sa kanya. Sometimes halos parang wala nga ako na-feel There are times sa pag nagda-dash ka at marami sila, meron ka mafe-feel na slight delay. Pero overall, the gameplay was okay. The touch response was fast, and pinakamainit na inabot niya after 30 minutes of gameplay is 45 degrees Celsius. Now, moving on to Farlight 84, dito ko na-feel na medyo hindi ganun ka-optimized pa si Farlight 84 dito sa kanya. Setting it to all high settings, there are times na nafe-feel ko pag nagda-dash ako, parang naiiwan konti. Parang nagsistutter siya ng konti. Yun ang na-feel ko dito sa game na ito. And after playing 3 BR matches dito for 1 hour, I was really enjoying myself, to be honest with you. Except that siguro there are some occasional na drops na medyo nakakainis, nakakairita. But overall, the gameplay was pretty good. There are times na pag nasa-sniper scope ka, parang biglang naiiwan, naiipit yung scope mo. But there are times na smooth naman siya. Hindi naman frequent ang kanyang frame drops, but well, sana mas optimize siya in the near future. And after 1 hour of gameplay, umabot siya ng 44 degrees Celsius. Pagdating naman sa Call of Duty Mobile, expect a good gameplay dito sa kanya. Your graphics would be definitely good. The gameplay is smooth. Wala ka talaga magiging problema dito. And the sounds is really great. I was really enjoying myself dito with several VR matches. And after 30 minutes of gameplay, pinakamainit na inabot niya, 43 degrees Celsius. Now, next is the Call of Duty Warzone. This game is probably one of the heaviest na kaya ko i-play dito sa phone na ito. And honestly, medyo hindi ako masyadong satisfied sa gameplay ko dito sa Call of Duty Warzone. There are times na mapapansin mo parang naiiwan ka on the battlefield. Mapapansin mo parang nagtakbuhan ng mga kasama mo and parang you are 2 step behind them. Parang ayaw pag gumalaw ng character mo. Yun ang napansin ko on this gameplay, no? So, parang, I would say na siguro hindi pa siya ganun ka-optimize dito for this game, si 8S Gen 3. But overall, yung kanyang gameplay is just average. You would set it to a lower graphical settings to be able to game better. But, yeah, I would say na siguro mas maging smoother nga siya if binabaan mo ang graphical setting. Kasi sinagad ko naman siya para matest ko ang kanyang capability dito sa phone na ito. And after 30 minutes of gameplay, umabot siya ng roughly 45 degrees Celsius. Now guys, masasabi ko sa inyo na maganda ang sounds dito sa phone na ito, kanyang loudspeaker. And gusto ko lang mapakinggan ninyo kung gano'n nga ba siya ka-okay. Here you go. Well, pretty loud ang kanyang sound and I really love it. So guys, pakita ko lang sa inyo some photos na na-capture ko dito sa Poco F6. Here are some shots from the outdoors. Then here are some shots from the indoor na low light. And of course, some selfie photos. So guys, ano masasabi ko sa Poco F6 after 4 months? I think the gameplay is good and probably the games na should be optimized for me, personally, mga nilalaro ko, Farlight 84 and Call of Duty Warzone. Now, the other games na nilalaro ko dito na hindi ko na pinakita, I was able to play ML and Tower of Fantasy. Okay din mga games na yon. And honestly, this phone is very, very capable. Now, I would suggest that you buy the regular edition of Poco F6, but if you get the chance na maka-score nitong Poco F6 na Deadpool edition, this is definitely going to be a keepsake. Kasi sobrang rare niya, 1:3,000 pesos. Matuwa ka kung makakuha ka nito kasi sobrang hirap. So if you want to know kung saan pwede mabili ang regular edition ng Poco F6, link on the description. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.